Okay, so 16 December analysis. News, first of all, a lot of news, okay. A lot of 130 news, should I say. So the main news events, the Bank of England price hike, interest rate decision, vote, sorry. So that will be a massive event, so definitely stay out of this. Monday, let's start with, so just 130 normal news. Tuesday, again, 130 news. 7 as well, and then the main event for pound. Sorry, for so yeah, a lot of red news. Basically, a lot. Every single day, I noticed 130, 130. What does that tell you straight away? So obviously, I know a common occurring theme slash issue I'm having is we repeatedly run into getting too early to the party. Direction wise, I think I've had a I've yet to have a day where I'm actually wrong with the direction in a while. Like every single day, like literally every fucking day, 95% of the time, 96 maybe, I'm correct on direction. It's just the fucking execution, the timing. I'm in there too early. Well, I'm not really there too late. Again, that's another thing I've not had. Alhamdulillah, that's good. Like in just being too early, it's because like when it's being manipulated, it just takes time, more time, shall I say, to get to the draw on liquidity than it would have taken if it was low resistance run. So that a lot of the times means I'm in there early. It would stop me out once, twice, maybe even three times. I'll get it right eventually, but by that time it's I'm mentally tired. And because of that I might miss that actual move. Or even if I do get it, then it's like, I'm gonna just break even it, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to obviously just focus on that this week. Again, I'm expecting high resistance liquidity run profile, coupled with the fact that we have a obviously holiday season. That's why, and also coupled with the fact 130 right news. So it's gonna probably want to wait for the distribution. So I would say just wait. Don't jump the gun. Definitely do not jump the gun this week. Um, Obviously, I know myself, right? I can trust my analysis. That's the easy part. Alhamdulillah, I'm at that stage in my trading where I can just be comfortable in my skin and just trust my analysis. That's really, really forgiving and just takes a lot of weight off your shoulders if you can just simply trust your analysis and you know it's going to go there. It just needs time. So I'm just going to do that and trust my analysis. Take it easy, okay? I'm not going to jump the gun. Unless it's very, very clear, it forms a balanced price range after the manipulation. It forms a balanced price range, and I can get in that fair value gap to sell it or long it or whatever I'm trying to do towards that direction. So 130 news. Then you have the FOMC projections. So you might have price slow down a little bit before that. I think the Bank of England vote was Thursday. Okay, so Thursday that at Fed interest. So these are actually right next to each other. So that means New York session of Wednesday might be a little bit, wobbly, difficult basically to trade. Um, and obviously morning wise here, Bank of England news. So just obviously avoid the 12 a.m. around that. London probably is going to be a bit manipulated, and so will New York first. Well, probably London actually, because yeah, it's after before. Sorry, just after London, the BO is coming out, and then obviously Friday is normal, so should be all good. Um, so let's head over to the charts. So on the charts, as you can see, we're still primarily risk off. Dollar will be higher, everything else lower. So you have the Nawak here. There's a very large new week opening gap, hence why the openings of these two they're actually lining up, which doesn't make sense because this close should line up with this open, right? But look, it's at the same level, so that's where there's a large gap. That's why I've drawn quad levels around it. As you can see, we're likely to accelerate as I predicted last week with the close here, giving us a risk off signature. Obviously, look how we close strongly up here. So strong indicator that will go up here above this week's high ultimately here. We can actually do that this week. In fact, I think we may do that because of the news that's piled up. And obviously, weekly CB, I would like to see that close before the end of the year as we go into the close. So that'll be interesting. GBP USD 1 hour chart. If I go on a daily real quick, you can see these two large CBs. We've had a lot of movement in the last 2 days. First part of the week was a bit lackluster. So uh, obviously looking at the target, sorry, you have the log here, but then my focus is these levels here, the lows of these weeks and these months, and obviously ultimately this low here. Definitely have the energy to get there. Counterparty wise, you have the order block here on the 4 hour. You also have a lot of SIBIs in the lower time frames, like the 1 hour, these here and this there as well. So they will definitely be a factor as we go lower. Um, Smaller fair value gaps, BISI's 1 hour here, previous daily low, BISI's here, and a lot of liquidity inefficiency. So it can actually be a very easy week. It can even just follow the classic model of expansion. In fact, it may actually be an easy week where it's literally like this, but just skipping this basically. It gets to business, like it might do a shallow move up, and just find resistance, so to speak, and then just keep going over, driving, with speed and distance into these levels. If that happens, that'll be like the easiest trading conditions. You literally just come up, get your bias up, and see which levels you have on the day. That will be key. That you can key off of, and then obviously just sell it into that and just hold till the close. And like it could literally be that easy. So yeah, again, don't jump the gun and just trust your bias. It's done you rather well. It served you really well, and it's taken so much stress off your shoulders. Even in drawdown, you're not stressed. You know your bias is right. You can just come in and just get a piece out of it and just be done with it. So alhamdulillah, we'll see how this week goes.